welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Keera, and if you like paranormal content and urban legends, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. It feels weird, I haven't sat down and filmed a video in a good few months. The one that you saw last week was pre-recorded, so now we're slowly catching back up. And since this is my first video back kind of on YouTube for like a while, I thought that it would be fun to do a really creepy kind of urban legend and unexplainable story or video or pictures. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. So today we're going to be talking about an urban legend called the Upside Down, or as many other people know it as the man with the upside down face. So the man with the upside down face, along with the upside down face man, or simply just the man, is an urban legend created by a Canadian horror artist, Trevor Henderson. So before we go into detail about the man, we're gonna go into a little bit of information and backstory on Trevor. Henderson's work raised to fame during the cursed image culture that was pretty big, and it still is quite big. So Trevor Henderson was born April 11th, 1986. Growing up, he always had a fascination with horror and monsters and just creepy things in general. And as he grew up, he developed a passion for photography and photos, but he never imagined or intended for his work to be seen by thousands of people. After years of being a horror enthusiast, he eventually started creating creatures and monsters and creations of his own. In 2018, Henderson even created his most well-known creature, which is Siren Head. And many of you have most likely heard of Siren Head because of how creepy of an image and an idea it is. The popularity and well thought out design of Siren Head caught the attention of a video game designer that eventually made a video game based on Siren Head. The game consisted of a player exploring the woods in order to find a missing hiker. When the player finds the dead hiker, Siren Head appears behind the player and begins its chase. And don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything else about the game, but if you are interested, I highly recommend that you do give the game a try, because it is a really good game, especially if you love scary and horror-based games. And it should be noted that many big YouTubers at the time played this game, from YouTubers like Markiplier and even Jacksepticeye. And because of this, it helped the game, Siren Head, Trevor grow bigger than they initially ever planned and thought could happen. But out of all of Trevor's work, the Upside Down Man is quite possibly the most evil entity and being in Trevor Henderson's collection and legends. He is a ruthless entity that likes to cause pain and death in order to feed off the negative energies and emotions of others for sadism. Now you might be wondering, what does the Upside Down Man look like? Minus its self-explanatory name. So as the name is applied, the man with the upside down face appears as an average and normal looking human, whose face is blatantly upside down. His head is normal, it's just the face is reversed. He is said to be seen wearing a dark suit and an eerie and creepy and sinister smile and grin that leave people speechless when they see him. The man has been reported to have been seen for years, dating back to the 1910s, 1960s, and to present day. The man with the upside down face was first seen in the world when it was uploaded to the internet. Initially, Trevor uploaded 3 old photos to his social media. 2 of the photos he posted depicted car crashes. At first glance, the photos seemed mundane, and no one saw anything weird or unusual about them. But when people started to inspect and take a closer look at the photos, they came face to face with something very unnatural. The man with the upside down face can be seen lurking in the background of each photo, always staring at the camera with his trademark evil and creepy looking smile. It is said that the man is incredibly sadistic and a very dangerous creature. It almost grows stronger, as if it's feeding off all of these negative emotions and silently influencing other people to keep up this cycle of suffering and death. In simpler terms, he follows where the trauma, torture, and loss is. And it is an extremely scary thought thinking that this upside down face man, or whatever you want to call it, is feeding off of death, suffering, and pain without any remorse. And many people have also described him as leech-like. Yeah, the little things that when you're camping attach to you and just, you don't know it's there until you start to get itchy or you see it yourself. Basically, it sucks the blood out of people. And he has been described as leech-like because he leeches off the suffering of his victims during their painful and terrifying events. Almost like he's sucking the life out of them for his own pleasure and gain. Almost like an angel of death or the Grim Reaper himself. Henderson himself stated at one point, his face is on wrong because he loves perverting the expectations of how a human is put together. He loves grief and pain from roadside accidents, but any awful feeling will do. He's an awful parasite, like a leech or a lamprey. He's physically there, we just can't see him though. During the accidents, people say that they'd never seen a man with an upside-down face. But that is until the photos are developed, which means nobody can see him with their own actual eye unless a photo is taken and then developed. And that is the only way that you can see the man with the upside-down face. No one truly knows why this man shows up in photos, but one thing that everybody can agree on is that he's almost like a bottom feeder, as he is drawn to traumatic events and situations. But he is not usually able to directly cause them, but only be there to witness them after the fact. Now, let's go into a few of the mysterious and just blood-chilling photos where the upside-down man has been spotted. So what is going to happen now is that I'm going to put the photos on the screen and I'm going to tell you what is happening in the photo, and then I will tell you where the man with the upside-down face is, if you cannot find him or locate him yourself. The first photo shows a crowd of onlookers gathered around the scene of a car crash. I'll give you a second to see if you can find the man with the upside-down face. If you look closely, the man can be seen behind the car through the window staring at the viewer. The second photo is yet another car crash. Except this time, the man is inside the car, once again smiling directly at the photographer. The third photo appears to be a normal photo of a marketplace. Can you spot the man with the upside-down face? Except the man appears in the back grinning. As I was looking deeper into this photo, it can be seen the location of the picture is taken in Budapest, Hungary, which could suggest and could possibly be the place of origin of the man with the upside-down face, but no one truly knows. I will say in this photo there is no tragedy taking place, which I find extremely interesting because he is so drawn to death, trauma, and tragedy. In a little bit I will show you a few more photos of the man with the upside-down face so you have a chance to try point him out and spot him yourself. Now let's discuss what the upside-down man possibly could be. Since the man is most seen and makes an appearance during times of tragedy and violent deaths, it was assumed that the man was some sort of Grim Reaper or possibly the Grim Reaper himself. Although some people still believe that he could possibly be the Grim Reaper, many future investigations revealed that this is not the case. Trevor eventually, years later, uploaded 3 more old photos of the man, along with more information about the man, stating, "The man feeds off of negative energies such as grief, terror, misery, and pain, and appears in places where tragic events and suffering occurs to get its fill, such as car crashes, fire, homicides, and even in places where other monsters, like the bridge worms, have killed people. When feeding, the man with the upside-down face is invisible to others, only appearing in photographs. He is almost never shown before a tragic event, only after the fact." So would that make him some type of malevolent spirit, or possibly even how some people would describe it, a soul-sucking demon that is drawn to negativity? But what do you think the man with the upside-down face is? Also, before I show you more photos and let you try find the man yourself, I would like to note that Trevor Henderson has released 2 more photos of the man with the upside-down face, which were taken 2 hours before a brutal fire. And interestingly, these photos were the first photos of the man with the upside-down face that were posted that weren't just in black and white. They were in color. And because of this, it could mean possibly that there are more recent sightings of the man. And because of this, it could possibly suggest that more recent sightings of the man could be possible and we could be getting more photos at any moment. And I want to let you guys know if and when there are new photos released of the man with the upside down face. I will do an update video, so you guys don't have to worry. If you ever want to keep in the loop if new photos are posted, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you will know if there's an update. So now that we have gone over everything there is to know and that is public knowledge about the man with the upside down face, let's see how good you are at spotting him yourself. So how did you do? Did you spot him in every single photo, or did you get a few wrong? Because I know when I was looking at them, I couldn't spot him in some of them. Some people just have a really good eye. But anyways, that concludes our video on the man with the upside down face. If you'd like to see more urban legends and content like this, make sure to give it a like and comment. It lets me know that you're enjoying the videos and want to see more stuff like this. Also, if you see that there's an update before I do, feel free to tag me on Instagram, Twitter, or it's known as X now, but I'm just going to keep the logo the same for now. But anyways, that concludes the video for today. I hope you have a good morning, evening, or night, depending when you're watching this. And remember, maybe pay a little more attention to your photos. Maybe the man with the upside down face is in them, and you wouldn't even know. Okay. Bye, guys!